Hi, everybody. Time to get into it. NBA action on 2K Sports. I'm Brian Anderson, along with Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg, our reporter, Allie LaForce. As we approach the postseason, let's see how things are shaping up in the East. You look at Indiana, with great effort over a long season. They're second in the conference. And, of course, Milwaukee, they're just one rung below them.
Seeing where the Bucks are, you have to really give it to them. I mean, they are backing up all the preseason hype. They've been outstanding early.
It appears to me, though, that this group has all the ingredients for a special season.
So a look at the starters for the Pacers. Nesmith and Siakam are the forwards. Halliburton and Nembhard, the 1 and the 2. And it's Turner in at the 5, roaming the paint. And for the Bucks, inside we have Giannis and Lopez. Damian Lillard out there with Jackson, and it's Prince in at the 3, the small forward. You know, in game 2 of a back-to-back, just how drained are you from yesterday as a player?
You know, B.A., proper rest and stretching can help a lot, but you're not going to be your usual self at the start of game time. Believe that.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. And no good. Siakam with the defensive effort. Nembhard, right side. Outside for Halliburton. Just 5 to shoot. Back to Nembhard. Lets it fly. Rebound, Milwaukee. Coming into this, having notched a win against the Lakers in their last game.
Talk about strong offensive production. They went out, played to their strengths, and were successful as a result.
Yeah, you know, not deviating from the game plan is critical. You've got to trust in the system.
Lopez with the steal. Antetokounmpo outside. Pass to Prince. Lillard outside. Drives to the hoop. And here is Antetokounmpo. 5 to shoot. Gets his second attempt to go. Now he's 1 for 2.
Boy, the added work in the weight room for Giannis coming into play there. I mean, you got to send an army to try to stop this guy.
Halliburton with the ball. There's Nesmith with the 3. Nails it from beyond the arc.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Well, Clark, this Bucks roster is loaded with veteran talent, but their window for another run won't last long.
No, those windows don't last forever, especially with so many young teams around the league on the ascent. The Bucks may want to take a page from them and give some of their younger players a chance to grow and contribute.
Here's Halliburton after the basket by Milwaukee on the other end. Good work defensively by Lopez.
Boy, not the kind of start they wanted. Only 1 for 4 so far.
Turner against Lillard. Here's Antetokounmpo. And the jam by Antetokounmpo.
Once Giannis gets that close to the rim, you know that he'll do everything he can to make the finish happen.
And they place in the top 5 in steals, using their length to get into passing lanes, using quick hands to frustrate the opponents.
And you talked about how stout this club is. They take pride in how they play on the defensive end. Great communicators. And Indiana misses again.
You know, right now they're just 1 for 5. Rough start so far.
Lillard passes to Antetokounmpo. Oh, it's stolen by Siakam. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Brian, the Pacers love to push it up. Tyrese Halliburton said, it's our biggest strength. Teams don't want to run with us. They know when you play us, have your track shoes ready, especially if you're coming off of a back-to-back or you have a packed schedule. You do not want to see us. Brian, they have their identity.
No doubt about that, and it starts with him. Now here's Antetokounmpo. Phenomenal stats on a consistent basis. Puts up over 24 points a game.
That's exactly the look they wanted, guys. Right guy, right play, wrong result.
And Giannis Antetokounmpo picks up that foul. That's his first foul of the game. McConnell, he's checked in for Indiana.
Substitution for the Pacers. Number 9, T.J. McConnell.
And there's 1:45 left to play in the first. 6 to shoot. And here's Siakam for 3. That one's good. On the assist from McConnell.
You have to take Siakam seriously at the arc. He can hurt you from there.
Lopez, the screen. Antetokounmpo outside. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a three-point play here.
So far, he's been dominant this period, making the most of his opportunities.
And Indiana with some changes. Toppin, he's checked in for Turner. Walker comes in for Neesmith. And Benedict Mathurin subbed in for Nembhard. Well, there's no question. Pascal Siakam has raised the ceiling of this Pacers team.
Yeah, absolutely. He complements Halliburton's up-tempo style very well. And defensively, he shores things up with his ability to guard 1 through 5.
A nice shot by Toppin.
That's where Toppin does most of his damage, and he's incredibly efficient down there.
Antetokounmpo against Toppin. Oh, and Giannis hammers it in.
Oh, my. What a move on the baseline. Then the big-time finish there, B.A.
Incredible reverse. He had to go way up for that one.
Guys, that's exactly the kind of play that can really spark a team to a rally.
And here's Indiana now. After the basket by Milwaukee on the other end. McConnell's shot is off. 32 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Lopez, the screen. And here's Lillard from beyond the arc. It's hauled in by McConnell. Pacers trail by 5.
Bucks foul. Damian Lillard.
Indiana shooting their initial free throws of the game here.
And guys, you know what? That's made things hard for them in a lot of their games. I mean, that inability to convert their chances at the free throw line.
No good on the second free throw. The Bucks have gone 6 of 9 and finding their rhythm now. Lillard can't get it to go. Halliburton left side. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. That's on Brook Lopez.
Yeah, and you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
That's what he does. Rock solid at the line.
Lillard fires away from way outside. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one. Milwaukee out in front. They lead by a bucket. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in a moment. Good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after this first quarter of play. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Bucks.
Well, guys, early on, they're driving the lane constantly, using their quickness to gain an advantage. Look at their points off penetration. In addition to that, how about the mid-range action we've seen from this group? Utilizing the jump shot to get them started in the right manner in this one.
And Indiana looking at who they've got. They've got Tyrese Halliburton, Walker out there with Benedict Mathurin. Then it's Obi Toppin, and it's McConnell in at point guard. Well, Grant, there are few players in the league who can attack a defense from the logo, but Lillard is one of them.
Yeah, and he makes it look so easy. You have to pick him up at the half-court line, and it's been that way for about a decade.
On the wing, Mathurin. Yet to see a basket. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
And Mathurin is an impressive scorer, skilled at finding ways to convert around the rim.
Here's Antetokounmpo. And Giannis throws it down.
Just such a terrific dunker.
Man, born to fly, that's for sure.
Nothing surprising about that, guys. We've come to expect plays like that from him, and still, they never get old.
Now here's Mathurin. Right now, he's contributing about 15.5 points a game. Quarter number 2, with just over a minute of play. Portis with a screen on McConnell. And here's Lillard from beyond the arc. Lillard drains the outside shot.
Lillard can make it from that spot, and he can make it from much farther out, too. Wow.
And we'll have a timeout here called by Rick Carlisle. He's going to talk it over with his guys. And Clark, Bobby Portis has really become a fan favorite around the league.
He sure has. He's one of my favorites. I mean, everybody loves Bobby Buckets, and I think it's because he's got a blue-collar style and mentality. He's not a guy that was super highly touted coming into the league, and he brings great energy, passion, and tenacity, and he produces.
Miles Turner, he's checked in for Indiana. Nembhard comes in for McConnell. Porter finds Trent. Portis against Turner. Outside, Green. From outside, off the mark. Pacers trail by 5. Up top, Nembhard. He's guarded by Porter. Here's Mathurin. Rebound, Milwaukee.
Tell you what, that is a missed opportunity from mid-range for sure. With as little defense as was shown, should have made that one.
Kuzma, the pass to Porter. Outside, Green. Trent outside. 4 on the clock. And here's Porter outside. The rebound by Turner. For Indiana, they've gone 2 of 4 here in the second quarter. Pass to Halliburton. Toppin against Green. Knocked away. It's stolen by Kuzma. All by himself. The finish. And it's Kuzma finishing it off.
I like how hard Kuzma plays. Really on both ends of the floor, he gives his all.
Porter with the steal. In transition. And he hammers that one down right in the face of Tyrese Halliburton.
He is indeed a showman now. Porter Jr. using that explosive athleticism on the rack attack. Yes, sir. Yeah, another column in the stat sheet that hasn't gone in their favor. To climb back, they've got to put forth more effort.
Now here's Kuzma. Green up top. Shot clock at 6. It's stolen by Halliburton. He pulls it. Rebounded by Kuzma. The Bucks leading by 9. Clark, one thing to note when you play the Bucks, they don't give up many offensive rebounds.
Yeah, that's exactly right, B.A. Against Milwaukee, your first shot in each possession is probably and likely going to be your last shot. Some teams don't even try for second chance opportunities against the Bucks. They're such a strong defensive rebounding team.
Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
Well, making threes is vital for Toppin, developing his stretch big skill.
And a timeout called here by Doc Rivers. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players.
Adjustments are a part of every game and every quarter of a game. I think Coach sees something here.
And you know what? We'll see what changes he makes coming out of this timeout.
Taking a look at some numbers here for Obi Toppin.
Effective field goal percentage is a great way to measure his performance over the previous 10 games. It's been much improved, a sign that his game has been evolving.
And a timeout called here by Doc Rivers. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. And the Bucks going with a whole new group out there. Now here's Lillard. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against the Lakers. The 3 from Prince. Good. And it's Lillard who picks up the assist. Lillard's got his 3rd assist of the night. 52 seconds left to play in the first half. McConnell outside. Pass to Nembhard. With nobody on him, he buries that jumper.
And they had early success from the perimeter, but I don't understand how they've gotten away from that here in the second.
And trailing in this game, now is not the time to start playing conservatively. I mean, you got an open look from deep. Let it go. I mean, you got to play freely and with confidence.
Lillard against McConnell. Siakam the screen. McConnell passes to Nembhard. McConnell outside. And the 3 off target.
And they're doing strong work on the glass, a +5 advantage for them.
And guys, you know that rebounding is a huge part, a huge component of winning games. It's not a glamour stat, but it's necessary if you're going to be a winning team.
And so it's Milwaukee. They have a nice 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. Their defensive efforts have paid off, effectively shutting down the opposing offense. Well, now we have some time to check in with Allie LaForce. Allie.
Thanks, guys. I'm here with Doc Rivers. And, Coach, you guys came out aggressive in the first half. What stood out to you?
You know, we're getting to the paint and making plays. They're a great team as far as rotation, so we just got to make the right passes.
It all starts with attacking the basket. Thanks, Doc.
All right, Allie, thanks for that. We will see everyone right back after this break, ready for the second half.
Thanks for joining us for this fun-filled burst of basketball bliss. We kick off tonight's show with the power rankings across the league.
And taking a look at the Pacers, not a lot of games left. They're definitely a playoff team. Question, can they contend for a title?
Well, I suppose that's why they play the games. Certainly they have an opportunity to make some noise. And circling back to the first half, things have not gone as planned for the Indiana Pacers.
You can see their game plan. Play outside in. They just haven't gotten to the end part. And maybe they won't.
They would if I were coaching.
Thanks, as always, for watching. Let's head back to Brian Anderson and crew for the start of the second half.
Well, for those just tuning in, thanks for being with us. Second half of this game still to play. It's been a clinic out there by Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Yeah, they've done an amazing job of creating room to operate for him. And then, of course, executing.
And you know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
Well, Grant, with all the parity and competition in the league today, there are still those teams piling up losses.
Yeah, B.A., and with teams like the Thunder excelling, it's almost like youth is no longer an excuse, but some rebuilds take longer than others.
Inside, we have Giannis and Lopez. Jackson out there with Damian Lillard, and it's Prince in at the three. That's Doc Rivers 5 as we get into the second half.
Prince gets the ball and knows he's ready to let it fly. This guy plays with great confidence.
Siakam outside. Back to Halliburton. Clock at 6. From the arc. Rebounded by the Bucks. Antetokounmpo has got 4 rebounds now. Screen by Antetokounmpo. Lillard passes to Antetokounmpo. Look at Giannis go up and get it.
Love the read there from Antetokounmpo. I mean, his basketball IQ is really impressive when it comes to alley-oop attempts.
Well, Grant, they say early in Giannis's career, he had to work not just on his game, but his attitude.
And that's true, B.A. It wasn't a bad attitude. He just lacked an edge. The ruthless mindset that all great players have. But, man, once he got that edge, he never lost it.
And so Lillard will bring it up for the Bucks. Pass to Jackson, and the foul on Tyrese Halliburton. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Lillard, 7 points in the game. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. It's Siakam with the drive over Prince. Again, Indiana.
Using focus and balance to convert jumpers, wow. Siakam has really improved his shooting.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Oh, Giannis dunks it home.
Oh, nice one-handed jam there, B.A.
Hey, little exclamation point.
Hey, they've got a nice, comfortable lead here, fellas. Might as well keep it simple. Do it a plain, simple one-hander, just like pound cake.
Halliburton looking for an opening. Siakam, the pass to Halliburton. On the wing, Nembhard. Covered by Lopez. Pass to Siakam. Here's Halliburton. Shot clock at 5. Now here's Nembhard. From deep. No good that time. Lillard with the ball. Picked up by Nesmith. Let's watch Dame here. Ooh, Giannis dunks it home.
Another night we see Giannis at his best. This defense doesn't have a clue as to how to guard it.
Halliburton, the pass to Nesmith. Back to Halliburton. And the dunk by Halliburton.
Ooh, bouncy. That should give him a nice lift.
Good timing. They needed that one.
And you know, that's exactly what happens when you don't settle. That's the result. Tremendous effort and a big-time finish there.
Pass to Lopez. Jackson with a screen on Turner. And here's Lillard from beyond the arc. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo. And that one goes in.
Their long-range shooting since halftime has been as strong as you could hope for.
And now's the time for them to step on the gas pedal. Don't let up. Keep letting it fly from deep and build that lead. Play through the finish line, not to it. Keep the pressure on.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at it.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
And the Pacers making a change here. Mathurin's checked in. Halliburton against Porter. Trent outside. The three is up. Drains the triple. Trent's got himself on the board with a three there.
Fantastic job moving the ball there by Porter Jr., understanding exactly what was available when his teammates were open.
Pass to Siakam. There's a screen by Turner. A shot from the mid-range. Again, the Pacers. Good for two more.
Boy, they have finally found their shooting touch after a rough first half.
Porter with it. His offense has been solid, scoring around 11.5 points a game. Green, the pass to Porter. Trent outside. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Kuzma. Shoots over Siakam. It's Kuzma with the miss. Pacers trail by 12. Now here's Siakam, defended by Kuzma. And out of bounds, Milwaukee will have it. Some changes for Indiana. Toppin, he's checked in for Turner. Walker comes in for Nembhard. And T.J. McConnell subbed in for Tyrese Halliburton. Milwaukee has gone 5 of 12 from three-point range tonight. Kuzma against Toppin. With the fadeaway. It's Kuzma with the miss. Indiana has gotten 2 of 4 threes to fall here in this third quarter. Rebound, Milwaukee. Portis has got his 4th rebound in this one. Porter against McConnell. Here's Porter. Kuzma with a screen on McConnell. Here's Portis. And no good. Trying to get that one to fall. And so it's Milwaukee now holding a 12-point lead at quarter's end. They just can't miss right now. Every shot they're taking, you assume, is going in. More NBA on 2K Sports right after this. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist to the game.
You have to love his unselfishness and ability to make those around him better.
Well, clearly he's the guy that stirs the drink for him, and that's how he does it, with his dynamite passing skills.
And we reach the 4th quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. On the court for the Pacers, Halliburton is out there with T.J. McConnell. Then it's Toppin, then there's Walker, and it's Mathurin in at the small forward position. Toppin, a screen on Trent. Here's Halliburton, rebounded by Kuzma. Milwaukee leading by 12. And a timeout called here by Doc Rivers. He wants to make sure everyone is aligned, given the situation right now. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Hey guys, during that last break, I heard Doc Rivers as he talked with the team. He implored his team to use the clock. He said the clock is our friend. No need to rush things unless they give us a free one. Let's squeeze them out of this game. Back to you, Brian.
All right, appreciate it, Allie. And a timeout called here by Doc Rivers. He clearly wants to talk it over and make sure everyone is focused. Indiana on D. Down by 12. Lillard with the ball, and it's McConnell picking him up. It's good.
I like when Lillard gets a little tricky with it. Outstanding at measuring the floater and dropping it in.
Halliburton outside. Outside Walker for three. The rebound by the Bucks.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Here's Antetokounmpo. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
And they've really managed to dominate inside.
The play in the paint has gone almost entirely all their way.
Nembhard, he's checked in for Indiana. And the free throw, no good. Well, Clark, we all continue to be amazed by Giannis. What do you like most about his game?
I just think his passion and energy and relentless effort, he gives it to you every time he steps between the line. You get the sense he's not taking any plays off, and he's trying his very best, and that's an endearing quality and something I've really admired about his game throughout his career.
And a little over a minute and a half gone by in the fourth. Walker with a steal. Now Nembhard. They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
Lillard with the ball, and Walker picks him up defensively. Oh, blows the alley-oop jam. Pacers trail by 16. Here's Mathurin. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. Well, Clark, talking about Benedict Mathurin, he's another great young Canadian player.
Yeah, they've got a ton of them coming from north of the border, PA. I mean, Mathurin, you got R.J. Barrett, SGA, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. I mean, at this point, you could probably fill a couple of rosters with high-level players that come from Canada.
Turner, he's checked in for Indiana. Pascal Siakam comes in for Walker. Lillard left side. 4 on the clock. Pure from three-point range. And the Bucks lead by 18.
A tale of two halves. After a slow start, he's turning his offense around.
And Jackson, here we go. Antetokounmpo against Siakam. Prince, the pass to Antetokounmpo. Antetokounmpo, a screen on Halliburton. Shot clock at 6. Offensive rebound. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
You really have to appreciate and respect the spirit Giannis plays the game with, a beacon of energy and enthusiasm for his team. They all feed off of him. An attitude of joy and unselfishness.
Neesmith, he's checked in for Mathurin. Well, the first 7.5 seasons of Pascal Siakam's career were in Toronto. But Clark, a fresh start here with the Pacers.
You know, it's great for the Indiana Pacers because Pascal Siakam wanted to be part of this group. He saw a nucleus of young talent that had a chance to be competitive in the East and chase a championship. So he signed a nice big contract this summer to remain a key contributor for them moving forward. Actually, he'll be the hub of the wheel along with Tyrese Halliburton.
And what a hammer!
They have a relentless mentality, even with the game in total control.
And, you know, until that final buzzer sounds, I mean, you've got to treat every possession like it's crucial.
Let's take a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Well, you know, it's easy to understand why he's the choice given how well he shot the ball. I mean, just shooting an insane percentage really is what led him to this award. And it's because he was also actively looking to score. He was hunting his shots and was knocking them down.
And you know, this home arena really appreciates this guy. And it's clear that he takes pride in playing his best in front of them. Lillard against Halliburton. Siakam outside. Here's Nembhard. The Pacers again can't hit. Here's Milwaukee. They're on a 12-3 run.
And let's face it, this one was never really in question. They came out with purpose and just overwhelmed the opposition. A great win for the Bucks.
And you don't usually see this kind of blowout, but tonight they delivered the punishment.
I mean, what's so impressive is they never wavered in their approach. They just kept at it and showed they were without a doubt the better team.
And it was a team effort tonight, collecting their 39th victory of the year.
And once this game is all said and done, they'll have a healthy 2-0 lead in this season series.
Still 2 more games upcoming between these teams, so we could have a few more twists and turns down the road.
And what a huge performance it was for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
He really influenced the game with his rebounding. Just a stellar performance. With all the work he put in, he's going to sleep well tonight.
Nice feed from Halliburton. He's really put in the work to become an outstanding passer.
And here's Lillard. So this one belongs to the Bucks. We saw 2 different teams tonight. One played with confidence, operating flawlessly. The other just looked lost.
And the energy in this building was awesome. The crowd was involved from the jump. Once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see how it all came together.
All right, now let's check in with Allie LaForce. Allie, what do you have?
Dame, you routinely make shots that most players would not even attempt. What enables you to have that kind of confidence?
Sometimes in the summer, I work on the craziest things. You know, you never know what type of situation you're going to be in. You got to be prepared for it, you know, so I've worked on my fair share of crazy shots, crazy passes, and, you know, you don't make a high percentage of them, but I made one tonight.
Practice makes perfect. Thanks so much, Dame.
All right, Allie, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Grant Hill, Allie LaForce, and Clark Kellogg, this is Brian Anderson thanking you all for tuning in tonight. And as we leave you, here's a look at our player of the game, Giannis Antetokounmpo.